The video you're about to see, which was prepared with the extraordinary help of CUNY TV, showcases a number of New York City Regional Economic Development Council supported sites across the city. As our city, state, and region move forward in the aftermath of Hurricane Sandy, these priority projects have become even more important. They'll strengthen our ability to fully recover from the storm and accelerate the economic development and job creation critical to our long-term growth. The Council deeply appreciates the support of the state in sustaining the city's role as a global leader. Today, more than ever, New York is open for business.
New York City is a fertile place that grows businesses by the bushelful. Through the public-private partnership investment model, New York City Regional Economic Development Council is proving that if you can make it here, you can sell it anywhere. In August of 2011, Governor Andrew Cuomo announced the creation of economic development councils in 10 regions across the state as part of the Open for Business initiative.
Make it a pro-business, business-friendly state. Change the sign, put up the sign, New York Open for Business.
The goal is to spur job creation and growth and accelerate economic development throughout the state, driven from a grassroots level. After just 1 year in the program, New York City businesses are growing.
If you build out new quality space for manufacturers, particularly small, creative class-driven manufacturers, often heavily related to the design industries, that employ a lot of people and pay very good wages, that if you build this space, the businesses will come.
The Brooklyn Navy Yard Development Corporation is creating a green manufacturing center, a complete renovation and reuse of connected industrial buildings that formerly housed machine shops for the Navy's shipbuilding operations.
It's just a part of history. You know, just knowing what the building was once used for, and it's going under renovation for today's technology in this world. I'm very excited to be a part of it.
What's really unique about this project is we have two fantastic anchor tenants, Crye Precision that designs and manufactures Kevlar vests and body armor for the Special Forces, and New Lab, which is a very unique collaborative workspace between universities and designers, generating the next wave of modern manufacturing in New York City.
Located in the heart of an already thriving industrial campus and targeting design and manufacturing tenants, this project will transform a vacant and deteriorating historic building into an active center for good-paying green jobs.
This kind of project does not happen without extraordinary leadership, both at the local level and statewide. And without Mayor Bloomberg and the City Council, the Borough President, this wouldn't have happened at the local level, and it also wouldn't have happened without the leadership of Governor Cuomo and the Regional Economic Development Councils.
Brooklyn Navy Yard loves New York.
Shapeways is a service that enables everyone to make whatever they want. And how can we make that possible? We do that using 3D printers.
Shapeways, Inc. recently signed a lease for industrial space in Long Island City, one of the council's 15 designated opportunity zones in the city, so called because recent rezoning has primed them for further development and growth. The project will result in the creation of 50 new jobs by the end of 2015. Shapeways was awarded $200,000 in Excelsior tax credits in the first round of CFA funding.
And the cool thing with 3D printing is that you can make things that are all unique without the setup cost, without the need for making master copies or whatever. So you can make pretty much at, slightly more than mass production can. You can make items that are unique. And because there is, we believe, and we see such a big need for that, I think it's a game changer, for sure. It will replace, to a certain degree, mass production. And that is huge.
Create at Harlem Green will revitalize and physically transform the former Tasty Bakery complex by creating a state-of-the-art commercial building. While making every attempt to preserve the original facades, the $100 million development will include 100,000 square feet of manufacturing space, 90,000 square feet of office space, 40,000 of retail, and 10,000 square feet devoted to the community.
The building behind us, the former Tasty Bakery, has been abandoned for about 40 years and was foreclosed and owned by the city. It will create a commercial hub of jobs, activity, retail, places for nonprofits to thrive. And what are now these dead, blank walls will be open to the street with all the activity of nonprofits, of jobs, of companies, stores, restaurants, everything that will enliven this neighborhood. The construction alone will create approximately 200 jobs, and we estimate that the companies and nonprofits that will house their organizations here will have approximately 500 jobs.
In June of 2012, the sale of the Tasty Bakery property to private developers was accomplished, and developers plan to break ground next summer. Since 1967, the Hunts Point Terminal Produce Market has supplied the vast majority of New York City's fresh fruit and vegetables. Over 115 food wholesaling and processing firms generate more than $3 billion in sales annually.
New York will always eat without us, but they'll never eat as well.
Major infrastructure issues such as insufficient storage capacity, internal traffic congestion, limited food quality protections, and deficient site infrastructure are diminishing the produce market's ability to supply affordable, quality produce.
The rumor is that they're working on things to expand the market, and when they do, it'll be better for everybody.
A comprehensive effort by the City of New York and the Hunts Point Terminal Produce Market Cooperative to modernize the market's facility and address each of these issues is underway. The project will retain about 2,000 permanent full-time jobs and will create approximately 330 construction jobs. As of 2012, all federal, state, and city funding has been secured, totaling $172.5 million, including $50 million from the state. The public-private partnership will ensure the market remains where it is, keeping thousands of jobs in New York City and increasing access to key downstate markets for farmers all across the state.
Well, listen, let's keep it going. This way they can get the work done. A lot of jobs here, a lot of jobs. Make a lot of different constituents happy by making this market bigger.
The Howland Hook Marine Terminal of Staten Island is the largest container terminal in the state of New York, handling more than 500,000 container lifts per year.
Virtually all expendables all comes by water from someplace. We have a marine facility whereby approximately 550 New Yorkers come, earn their living. They're an economic engine for the city.
Lift numbers are projected to exceed the sustainable capacity of the facility by 2017. Additionally, the terminal doesn't have the capacity to handle the large vessels expected in the port following the 2014 expansion of the Panama Canal. The inability to meet this demand will stifle growth of the facility and reduce its economic competitiveness in the region.
We need this place to stay busy. More money for us, more money for the state of New York.
NYCT is working in partnership with the city and the Port Authority to develop a 38-acre berth adjacent to the existing terminal. The expansion will allow Howland Hook to become the first New York terminal to handle deep draft vessels and increase its capacity by 55% over current levels. A long-term lease agreement with the Port Authority designed to keep the New York Container Terminal operational through 2029 has been reached in principle, retaining 550 jobs. The agreement includes a promise by the Port Authority to make an estimated $35 million investment in capital equipment to enhance the competitiveness of the container terminal.
I love New York! 1, 2, 3, crane 6, go back to work. Crane 7, let's go.